At a time of deep divide and inequity across America, Reverend Raphael Warnock is a lion in the fight for social justice and for creating equality in our country. There's no better measure of a person than how one's peers view you. We spoke with Reverend Dr. Cynthia Hale of the Ray of Hope Church, who has known Reverend Warnock for many years, to tell us more about him and his values.
Well, when you talk about social justice, that is the heart of who Raphael Warnock is. He is, a product of the Abyssinia Baptist Church, a social justice church in New York City. And he did his doctoral work on Martin Luther King. And so social justice is who he is. He is consumed by it. He preaches it. He teaches it. He lives it. He acts it out in everything that he does. Raphael Warnock embodies Martin Luther King's ethos and ethics to a T. I mean, as I said earlier, it consumes him. It is who he is. It literally oozes out of his pores in terms, again, of his preaching, his teaching, his activism, the fact that he cares so deeply about health care and poverty and Medicare and Medicaid and making sure that all people are treated with justice and equality. And that's what he fights for. Reverend Warnock, in relationship to compassion, is he practices what he preaches. He preaches compassion, and then he lives it. And he brings his congregation along with him, because that's the whole point of leading a congregation. Raphael Warnock is a fighter, and he's going to fight for the people who are left behind because he was one of them. He has no problems talking about where he came from, the housing projects, and his parents being wonderful working people, but poor. And so he knows about that. He is a fighter, and he's going to fight for all those who are being left behind. What we love to say, in the words of Jesus, the least of these brothers and sisters. And so, because he is consumed with a passion for meeting the needs, caring for the least of these, he won't be able to let it go. Passion is that which you can't put down when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. He'll have to. He's already proven that. I see Raphael Warnock as a change agent when it comes to the state of our politics. But I also see him as one who will be willing to go across the aisles. John Lewis was a member of his church. He loves and respected John Lewis. And so I see him being willing to do the same thing, to work together with all persons in the House and the Senate in particular. Let me say that my colleagues as ministers and I are excited about having a black preacher in the Senate. Amazing. And having the kind of presence that we all long for, not just in the Senate, but in the House, in the State House, everywhere. A sense of God walking in our midst and bringing people together to make righteous and moral choices.